Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thanks so much for stopping by to the Smash That Small Paper Pad collab hosted by Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage here on YouTube. And the premise of this collab is to use up as many of our small paper pads as we can during the year. And as long as they are smaller than 12 by 12, they count. And if you guys have been following along on my channel, I usually choose to work from several different paper pads at a time. And so here are the different paper pads that I have been working on for this month. And I'll quickly go over those. This one is from Basic Gray. It's a wisteria paper pad. I also have Kaiser Craft ones. And then if you guys look on them, I do have numbers in permanent Sharpie marker. That's how many pages I started with. A lot of these were not full paper pads, so I'm just trying to use up some of the paper pads that were not full. This one started off with 10 pieces of paper. This one was 13. This one's Kaiser Craft Magnolia Grove, and that previous one was called The Lake House. I've also been working with this Prima romance novel, and that one I started off with 41 sheets. Also working from this Bo Bunny Secret Garden collection. And this 7 Gypsies architecture one, and also the Graphic 45 Children's Hour. And normally I show you guys a project every month. From this one I've been using each month's paper, but unfortunately I did not get to the one for this month for August. It's been kind of a bad month for me. So I've had some personal things going on. We had a death in the family, so I just did not get to that, and I didn't get as many projects done as I wanted to. So I do apologize for that, but I do have a couple quick things to share with you guys that I did get to. And some of these I had, again, hoped to have decorated, but it's just not going to happen. And I want to get this recorded before I don't get a video up. So I made some more junk journal items. And so this is the first one. It's like a page topper where if you had a journal, like let's say this was your journal, you could put it over the top of your page. So it's kind of a page topper. And this one I did get time to decorate. It's the only thing that I did decorate. But then when you open it up, you have this beautiful spot to decorate or journal on. And so it's just some coffee dyed paper in there. And then I also decorated the back side because of course you'd see both sides in your journal. Just using up bits and pieces. This was from one of the paper collections, the 7 Gypsies. And the rest were just bits and pieces on my desk. And this background piece here was from one of the Kaiser Craft paper pads. And just the different embellishments were just from my stash on that one. And so I did that one, and then I had one other page topper, and this one again I didn't have time to decorate other than adding the lace at the top. But when you open it up, this one I had some lined paper in it. And that one came from one of the Kaiser Craft paper pads. I also made a couple of like side loading pockets for journals. And let's see here. And so this one has a lot of the basic gray paper pad and some of the Bo Bunny paper pad and also the Kaiser Craft paper pad. And so what you do if this was your journal, page, you would just attach it on the tops and the sides and the bottom, and then you would have a pocket right here and a pocket right here. Some of these I did triple pockets, some of them are just double pockets. And so again, they still need to be decorated. You could add some laces or trims, some images, some layering at the bottom on these. But it'll be fun to just have some bases ready to go in my stash. And if you can see, I did sew around a lot of these. So here's a triple pocket one. This was kind of a quick, easy way to use up some paper, especially the papers that I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with. Like I have a hard time with those papers from that Basic Gray pad. So once these are decorated, I think they'll be kind of cute in a journal. This one might have kind of a vintage theme to it. Here was some of that Bo Bunny paper, and this one I think you'd put on the left-hand side of a journal page. But I do like how those ones turned out. That's such a pretty paper pad, that Bo Bunny one. Some more from that Bo Bunny paper pad, triple pocket. And I had hoped to also have made a few tags to put in these to share with you guys, but again, the month got away from me. And there's that one. That was from some of the Kaiser Craft paper pad. This one's also from the Kaiser Craft paper pads. Same with this one. Nice vintage color to that one. This one's from the Bo Bunny paper. Another one. It's like once I cut up pieces, then I had remnants left over, so then I just used them in other pockets. And this one was from that basic gray pad. I actually kind of like this one. This one's kind of pretty. So I made those side pockets for journals. I also made these types of pockets. And you could add like an eyelet and make these into a tag. And so you kind of have a tag pocket. Or again, you could put them in a journal and glue them on two sides. And you'd have a tuck spot and a pocket. Or if you wanted to add just a little folded strip, you could make it into a flip either way on your journals. And so again, just using up some of that basic gray paper pad. So that's from the basic gray paper pad. So are these. And again, these would be really cute once you add a couple more decorations to them. And again, I had hoped to decorate a couple of them to show you guys, but it just didn't happen. And more of that. So these ones were all that basic gray paper pad. So I used a lot of that one up on the different projects this time around. And then again, I made a few more little purse journals or little journals that you can put into pockets, into fabric and lace books, or into pockets, into journals. They're not very fat, especially if you don't decorate them too much. And so I did use some of that Prima paper pad and some of the Bo Bunny on this one. So here's this one, and then I did just sew down the middle with, and I added tea-dyed paper or different papers that I had in my stash. And also on these, I did add little pockets, so you could stick tags in them also. And I did that in the front and back cover. And then they would be really cute also. I would wrap some seam binding or some sort of ribbon around them to close them. This one I had lined coffee paper in it. This one was from the Prima pad also. Yeah, all these right here are Prima. That one's another Prima one. And then the last two I didn't quite finish. I just need to sew down them. But these were from the Bo Bunny paper pad. And so I did get the pockets done. I just haven't sewed the papers. And I did find some graph paper that was blue in my stash. So I thought that was kind of cute too, to add to this paper. It kind of matched. And then this one's some different graph paper. And again, I just didn't have time to sew down the middle. So I will finish those off camera and decorate them. This one also needs to be, I need to corner around the edges on that one too to finish that one off. Thanks everybody so much for watching today. Here is kind of an overall look of everything I did accomplish this month for creating items using up my paper pads for this collab. And I think I forgot to mention it earlier, but make sure you guys do open up that description box below because I do have links for our host of this collab, Deb Houck's channel, along with the other ladies who are participating. They make all sorts of wonderful different projects using up their small paper pads. And I hope to see you guys back again next month. I will have a couple more Graphic 45 stuff to catch up on what I didn't get done this month. And then some other items that I will be creating. So until next time, have a wonderful day and happy crafting.